Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Welcome back to Coastal Living. Please welcome our next guest, Trent Hoffman with Bay Area Landscape. You're going to tell us about container gardening.
Container gardening.
All right.
I was on here a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And we're talking about planting in our garden. So why do you think it's good to plant in containers? Can you give me a reason?
So when I buy a new house, I can take my plants with me.
That's number one.
Right.
Those are my
Yeah.
plants.
Jocelyn?
Man, you'll have to just inform us. I don't want to say the wrong thing because
Oh, okay.
I'm new to
well,
this.
there's really no wrong answers. But for container gardening is really, really good because you can spruce up your patio.
That's right, of course.
Your deck. You can actually put them in your flower beds, but they're also mobile. So
Okay.
now it's getting cold, right? So once you have your plants in pots, they're mobile and you can move them in and out of doors
right.
and in and out of the sunlight and things such as that. Yeah.
Yes, okay, which is what we do every time it rains. We kind of move them out, let them get a little rain, pull them back in under the patio. So what are we working on today?
Okay, so for TV, we had to go ahead and
Get it ready.
fast forward a little bit. So
Sure.
we're going to talk about a little bit what we did to get it ready. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have a pot that has a hole in it. Okay.
Yes, at the
Must have
bottom.
a drain hole. Drives me nuts how people sell pots that they don't have drain holes in them. They have to drain. Okay.
Guilty.
That's number one.
Okay.
All right. Number two, you're going to put in the potting mix. So we've already put in the potting mix. We have a medium-sized pot and a small pot
Pretty.
that we're going to show some examples on. And number three, then we're going to start the planting.
Okay, let's do
so you girls are going to plant.
Yay,
So
we've been
go
so
ahead and
excited
get
for
down
this.
with your pots there.
Okay,
We'll get a little dirty here. We got the gloves on.
Okay.
Okay.
So can we remove them or should
Yes.
they? Okay.
So what we're going to show here, there's different types, different ways you can plant pots. You can just do a single plant in the middle, right? Like a flax lily, Esperanza, something like that. But what we're going to do here with these ladies is we're going to do a little color bowl. Okay. So
Okay.
Clarissa is going to do what we call in the industry, it's called a thriller, which is the tall plant in the back. Then we're going to go filler, which is in the bottom. And then we do spiller, which comes over the deal. So it's called
Okay.
thriller, filler, spiller.
Spiller.
Okay.
All right.
So Clarissa, we have your thriller. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to use the Gerber daisies, which are these right here.
The pretty
All
girls,
right.
okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. And those are going to be our filler. So
Okay.
you go ahead and take it out of the pot.
All right.
Dig yourself a little hole.
Now,
and
can
then
I
get
be
it.
too rough? Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
was
got it.
easy.
There you go.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
Jocelyn.
All
All right.
right.
Now you're just going to plant some annuals for us. So we're just
Okay.
going to have a nice winter annual pot. All right. So let's start with the snapdragons in the back because they are the tallest. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull a couple out of there.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this case, I'll have to kind of squeeze the bottom,
Squeeze
right?
the bottom
And
like that. There you go.
then Here we go.
Just
Pull
like you
from
did
that-
with
pull from
Chat
this
earlier.
right
Oh, from the
There you
awesome,
go.
awesome, awesome.
All right. Good.
All right.
Okay. So
Okay.
what we're going to do is just going to dig a little hole like that.
Okay.
Pop it in there like there you go. Grab us
Great.
another one. Grab us another one. Give me two more. One over on this side and one over on this side. Okay. All right. How you doing over there, Clarissa?
I'm rocking and
Look at
rolling
this.
over here.
Look how pretty. Okay. We're going to get another filler there.
How beautiful is that?
All right.
This orange
Jocelyn's
is
rocking and
gorgeous.
rolling over here. Good job. There
Okay.
you go.
Love
Just kind
it
of push
so
them down.
far. There we
All
go.
right.
Okay. Give me one more snapdragon over here.
All right.
How you holding up,
Okay.
girl?
Now this, you know, anything's.
I love it.
Everything's game when you're planting flowers, okay? It's like when you're planting things in your yard. You want to make sure you got to look at the season. You got to look
Yeah.
at light requirements, things such as that when you're picking your plants,
Make
okay?
sure they can be roommates.
Exactly. They
Okay.
can be roommates. That's actually a really good point because you want to make sure that the plants that you're planting together take the same amount of water, okay?
Okay.
Because we're going to have to water these and we're going to have to feed these,
Okay.
okay? So, Clarissa, we have our thriller. We have our filler.
Filler,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Jocelyn, let's put in one of those Gerber daisies in the front.
Okay.
All right. Now,
pretty.
for Clarissa, we're going to show something here. Go ahead and put that in the front
I
of the
love
snapdragons there.
Sure.
All right. So, we can either, for her spiller, because when you're doing a spiller, you can have something that trails over the side. This is some ivy, so you can have that. So that's where it gets the spiller. Or if you wanted just to put some flowers in the front, then we could do the pansies for a little bit more color.
Okay.
Okay, so Clarissa, you pick which one you want. So if you want the
man.
pansies, just
Can
kind
I-
of squeeze. There you
Okay.
go. And then plant them in the front, fill the gap.
Alrighty. I already made some room for my
Okay,
we doing
very
over
good.
here?
Very good.
Awesome.
All right, and then let's do for you, Jocelyn, a little alyssum.
Okay.
Okay, smell that. It smells very good.
You'll listen
God.
real well.
Isn't that pretty? Has a real good
Yes.
straight. So go ahead and pop those out and just put them in your gaps in the front.
Okay.
How you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I
at
love
that.
these colors together. I mean, if I wanted to, I could still have a spill them, huh?
You could.
But let's keep going with the purple.
Okay, you want to keep going with the purple? All right, so what Clarissa's used, we have a cordyline in the back. Our filler is Gerber daisies, and what she has in the front, which is our spiller, is our pansies. And Jocelyn's working with snapdragons in the back. She has a Gerber daisy in the front, right, and then on the front left she has alyssum. Okay, and alyssum has a really, really good smell to it.
Oh, it
so it
does.
has a real good fragrance to it, so it smells really good while you're on your either your porch or your patio. You got it there, Clarissa?
I do. I think she looks pretty.
Love
And
it.
now the spiller too, you could even accent it like off the side if you wanted to.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I just love the way the ivy looks when it's
And
pouring
then,
over
and then
the
as you're
ivy.
planting them, after you plant them, if you say, well, I don't, you can just turn your pot if you want to, just to kind of see however you want to act, how
Oh,
things you want to
yes,
accent
love
like
this.
that. All right. So, like I said, today we have snapdragons, Gerber daisies, pansies, alyssum. Those are all winter annuals. Okay. So we want to make sure, like when we're planting in our garden, we want to make sure that we're looking at the season, looking at the light requirements. Okay. And then we want to water regularly, and then feed regularly as well.
Okay, I think I'm an
out of
over-waterer.
breath.
Is there such a thing?
Yes, there is.
I really do
Okay,
that.
and
I
that's
kill
why we
cactus
always
that way.
say we want to make sure there's a drain hole in the bottom.
Drain hole, very important. If you buy it without one, you can make one. Just buy
That's
a drill.
correct.
Okay.
There's a lot of pots that are sold without them. And then the last thing, a lot of people say, well, do I need to put rocks in the bottom to help with drainage? Well,
necessarily.
not necessarily. If you have a drain hole, as long as it's draining, you're okay. Typically, you want the rocks just to make it heavy,
I see.
so the wind
Gotcha.
doesn't blow it down, or things like that.
Right.
So,
Awesome.
all right. So these
All
are nice
right.
little color bowls that the
learned
ladies
a
have made.
lot. I love
Beautiful
it.
job, Clarissa.
Yes, you too, girlfriend. High five,
Oh
Trent.
my
Thank you so
goodness.
much for teaching
Thought
us
you were
how
gonna
to
high
pot
five.
plants
We'll get
properly.
dirt on you.
You're watching Coastal Living. We'll be right back.